frontline workers and 2.75 crore people who are above the age of 60 with serious illnesses being eligible for the precautionary dose. Today is the day when we are looking at the expansion of the vaccination program.
Yes, thank you very much for having me on your channel. Today we are beginning the vaccination for frontline workers, healthcare workers, and also people of 60 years plus with comorbidities on their doctor's advice. They can get it. Only if the second dose, gap between second dose and today is more than 9 months. So essentially, if they have 9 months have elapsed since the time they took second dose, then they are all eligible for getting the precautionary dose starting today. We had made arrangements in CoWIN platform since yesterday itself, and now we are shooting out SMSs to all those people who are eligible under this criteria. So therefore, they will be reminded saying that, yes, now you are eligible, please book your slot and sort of get your shots. That's how it is going to happen.
Right. So what is being said that in most cases, registration may not be required. Walk-ins is also available. And as you mentioned, that CoWIN will continue to send reminders to all of those people who are eligible for their precautionary doses.
Actually, the registration is not required because they are already registered. Please understand, they already have had 2 doses. And therefore, whether they had the walk-in doses or through getting appointment, they are in any case a part of the CoWIN platform. And therefore, once they put their mobile number and then OTP, they will be able to see their account, irrespective of whether they had earlier registered for the on the CoWIN or not. So their records are already there on CoWIN. So therefore, the new registrations are not required. What they can do from the registered account itself, they can seek a slot for the booking for the precautionary dose. Even otherwise also, if they go to their account, they will be able to find out whether they have passed 9 months or not, and whether they fulfill the eligibility criteria. And if they do, they can also go in and get a walk-in sort of shots. Only advice I will give is that, considering their age and considering the other issues, I think it's better that they go to the vaccination center after getting a slot booked, because that gives them an assurance that they will get the shots.
Right. Sir, when it comes on the basis of the recommendation that those who have tested positive recently for COVID-19, how long those should be actually waiting before they can actually consider for a booster shot? And will those changes be actually seen in the CoWIN portal?
Well, as far as the CoWIN portal is concerned, CoWIN portal is not aware of the disease status or the infection status. So therefore, this is something which will be governed by the doctor's advice. I will not be able to give any advice on this. However, the 99 months is only a eligibility qualifying criteria. It does not mean that suppose you have had COVID and thereafter the doctors advised you that you should wait for some more time, then you can go even after passing of the 10 months also. So don't think that there is some expiry date. If you don't go by that date, then you become ineligible. It's not like that. 9 months is the minimum period required between the second dose and the precautionary dose. However, this minimum can be more than 9 months also, and that will go by. Then you should go by your doctor's advice in case you have had COVID.
Right. Sir, when it comes to the senior citizens who are above the age of 60 or with serious illnesses eligible for re-registration on the portal, do they require to submit any medical certificates?
No. Actually, initially, the criteria was that, they will have to provide a certificate of comorbidity. Now that has been relaxed because, getting a certificate and going to a doctor, it may be very inconvenient for senior citizens. And therefore, what has been done is that in case they come to the center and if the vaccinator asks them whether they have been advised by the doctor, then they can tell, yes, my doctor had advised me to take the medicine, take the vaccine, and that's about all. No certificate will be required to be submitted by senior citizens.
Sir, it has also been a week since we are looking at the vaccination drive that has been also opened for the teenagers between 15 to 18 years. How has been the response so far?
Oh, that has been great. I must tell you that we opened the portal for registration for children of 15 to 18, 15 to 17 years. And on the first day itself, there was more than 60 lakh registrations. And thereafter, it has been around the average of the 7 days has been around 40 lakhs. So 40 or 35 lakhs. So I think we already have more than 2 crore children vaccinated thus far. It has been a very, very great response, and children are enthusiastic about taking their vaccines.
Absolutely. Sir, last question. How is the centre looking into those consistent efforts towards the vaccination campaign? Because we are looking at how it is being expanding further and further. This is the biggest vaccination campaign that is being happening in India. And are there any predictive scenarios of peak cases also being presented that, as a member, you can also talk about, because we are witnessing a third wave, it can be said, sir, with the spike in the cases that is being looked at?
Well, I will not be able to sort of talk to you about the emerging policies as and when they happen, and they are obviously you will come to know as and when the new policies are announced. However, I can say this, that the India's vaccination drive is not only the largest in the world, it's also the most digital in the world, number one. And number two, it's also very, very transparent, scalable, has a robust technology architecture, and actually it just eliminates the asymmetry of information. It has a single source of truth. So I think it is unique in many ways, not only being the largest, but also being, undertaken and executed in an absolutely flawless manner. There are no complaints of, black marketing or other kinds of irregularities taking place. Even, I must tell you that earlier a story had come saying that one person had got 11 jabs and using the same Aadhaar number, same mobile number. That part of the story is absolutely factually incorrect. Nobody can get more than 2 doses, 2 vaccinations on the same Aadhaar number or the same mobile number for that matter. If you keep on impersonating yourself with different kind of identity document, then of course you are committing a fraud, you are committing a crime. But otherwise, if the system has already put appropriate checks and balances in place so as to ensure that a person cannot get more than 2 jabs on the same Aadhaar or the same mobile or the same driving license for that matter.
Right, sir, because indeed we are looking at the numbers also increasing there as far as the vaccine doses are concerned. India has already crossed the 151.9 crore vaccine doses that have already been administered so far under the nationwide vaccination drive. Sir, thank you very much for joining us, but I request you to stay on with us because our sister channel Republic Bharat would also like to take you live for their Hindi audiences. That will be also taken up shortly, sir. Request you to stay with us.
Okay, thank you very much.
Today's biggest